Welcome, everybody. It's a Friday night, and you know what that means? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tardis Zone live on this Friday evening. And I already see that I have a super chat up on the screen, so I'll read it out straight away. It's a £5 super chat from David. Welcome, David. Nice to see you, pal. Almost forgot to tip the waiter, he said. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that, David, and good evening to you as well. And I hope you all have a great weekend. So we have loads to talk about, actually, absolutely loads. And it's concerning Doctor Who rumours. And so there was a video put out a couple of nights ago on Doctor Who rumours. And when I seen it, obviously then got in contact with the sources, as you do. Showed them the video, and then I came back with some information. So I put that information up on Twitter last night, and then I put it up on video form on YouTube. Now, it's obviously rubbed that person up the wrong way, and look, I'm not here to have a go, but all I'll say is this, right? As I've been saying for months now, until BBC make any official announcements, everything that's put out there by me and everybody else is rumour and speculation. And I can't be any clearer than that. That's the fact of the matter. Now, they followed up with a video today to say that Doctor Who Series 13 has begun filming. Now, I'm just going to give my 2 cents on this, right? And the source also has said that Doctor Who Series 13, by the way, hasn't started filming. But BBC Press Office, if anybody follows them, have been announcing when their shows are coming back to start up filming. So logic would suggest that if Doctor Who was actually filming right now, as it's being claimed in the latest rumours, well, then wouldn't the BBC Press Office have already released their press release to say that Doctor Who has already began filming, or released a press release to say, well, listen, Doctor Who is going to be filming in the next week or whatever it is? I mean, Hugh Fullerton said that Doctor Who was a few weeks away. What was that, a month ago now at this stage? There's new restrictions in Wales as well. So I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but until there's an official release from the BBC, then everything that you hear is rumour and speculation. It's as simple as that, And if that rubs people up the wrong way, I'm sorry. But every piece of information that even I put out and anybody else has put out is rumour and speculation. Now, there's another thing as well that I've seen happen, is that, people like myself have put out news, right? And then automatically you're saying you're telling lies, you're spreading lies and all of this. I need to actually address that for a second. Everything that we discuss on this channel, we do say is rumour and speculation. And I even speculate myself. Now, about this whole Comic-Con thing, because this is what's rubbed the person up the wrong way, that people are saying that Jodie Whittaker, that's going to be an announcement. No, that was speculated by fans, on their YouTube channels. We were one of the first ones to even speculate about that. And then, yes, there was a couple of people on Twitter that picked up on it. And yes, they are trying to wind up the J-bots, and they said that it was actual fact. Well, of course, we all know that it's rumour and speculation. It's as simple as that. Right? So, this rhetoric going around saying that people are liars is why I have a problem. Because last year, if I remember correctly, you gave me advice because I was getting emotional and I was doing the same thing. But now you're doing the same thing, and I seem to be the one that's calm and telling everybody, wait until an official statement. And I'm going to keep saying that. Wait until BBC make an official announcement before anything is resolved. It's as simple as that. Nobody knows what's going on. Right? And as I said, If Series 13 has begun filming, why hasn't the BBC press office released a statement like they have for every other show that has come back and started filming? Doctors, there was an announcement for that. EastEnders, there was an announcement for that. Top Gear, Strictly Come Dancing, they even named the people that were going to appear. One of the contestants actually was tested positive for the beer bug, by the way, so I don't know what will happen there. But they've made an announcement for every single show because, you know, it's become a big deal now because of the situation that we're in. So they throw it up on the official BBC press office site. So until BBC press office or Doctor Who America or the BBC Doctor Who official Twitter, Facebook page or whatever make an official announcement, nobody knows. And it's as simple as that. I'm not having a go at anybody like some other people out there want to have. All I'm just saying is nobody knows, right? My source could be telling me porkies. Other people's sources could be telling me porkies, or they could be telling what they're being told, but they don't know even if that information is true. As I said, it's all rumour and speculation until the BBC actually confirm it. Another thing as well that was in the video about Tolson Cole and Bradley Walsh, apparently they were let go for budget cuts. I find that hard to believe after Doctor Who had only recently signed a deal with China and HBO Max. To be quite honest, I find that startling. BBC have made some high-profile sackings in Sue Barker and Andrew Neil, but Doctor Who would be affected because it's had those deals. So this whole notion that they were let go for budget cuts, I'm being told that that's untrue and they left voluntarily. Now, I'm just putting the news out there, right? So that's what I've been told. I'm not saying that's true, am I though? No, I'm saying it's rumour and speculation, but that's what I've been told, right? So and I do actually find it hard to believe that they were sacked. I was actually told one step further that not only were they staying, when they actually came out to say that they were leaving, they were actually asked to stay. They wanted them to stay on. So they left voluntarily. And as you know, Bradley Walsh has only signed a £2 million deal with UTV to do blankety blank, right? So, you know, if Bradley Walsh was moving on from Doctor Who, that's the reason. He's after getting a cool $2 million to do blankety blank. So, yeah, I mean, look, again, when people put, see, I don't think people realize when you put, it's like when I put stuff out there, right? People will go down, do videos and say, well, this is what my source is saying and not, you know, and I might contradict what I say, but I'm not going around slating people. I'm not going around and having a go at people and saying that they're liars or saying that the information that they put are untrue and then try to prove that, say, well, I'm doing this 9 years and that's supposed to be some sort of track record. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how long you've been at it. You know, you need to tell me that you've gotten 100% everything accurate every time. No, nobody ever does in source news. That's the way it goes. To make the claim that I've gotten everything wrong is disingenuous. To be quite honest, it was actually laughable. You obviously didn't see me Spyfall video and seeing the embargoed stuff that made YouTube take down my video. I even took a screenshot, by the way, to show what YouTube had said to me. So everybody has seen that, you know, that my sources, at least on one with the Spyfall, the information that I received from Spyfall was 100% spot on in that case. 100%. And I actually proved it. I put the screenshots up. BBC wanted it taken down because I had given embargoed and what was it? Embargoed and sensitive information or something to that effect. I've got the screenshots anyway. I'll throw them back up on Twitter because you're going to be slagging off me sources. Yeah, well then I'm going to prove to you that my sources are actually genuine and they've actually gotten something spot on. But you see, this is the thing. I don't want to be getting into games like this, but you see, there's some people out there that just can't hack the fact that there's other people now doing source news and it's rubbed them up the wrong way. It's as simple as that. That's all it's done. It's rubbed them up the wrong way. You need to grow up. You told me to grow up last year. You're acting like a baby this year. You need to grow up. So if anybody would like to talk now, I put out my own video then. Obviously, as I said, what we did was, as I said, I went, talked to me sources, and they came back with the information. I put it up on YouTube. Go and check it out. The whole thread is actually on Twitter as well. I've pinned it to my Twitter account. You can go and look at it. And you will also see that I say, even after I say everything, I even say a couple of times in the thread, remember, this is all rumor and speculation, because I'm not coming out and saying that this is 100%. All right? Because as I said, until BBC make any official announcements, right, nobody knows. And I'm going to keep saying that. Nobody knows. And if you don't like me saying that, tough. Nobody knows. Right. Who would like to come on? I say you are all itching to come on. What I'll do is I'll give a few shout outs anyway, right? First. Just give us a second, actually, because, you know, we're going to get some guests on. You know, as I said, it's your chance to talk about whatever you want to talk about. You can talk about what I was talking about just now if you want to. Do you know, I think this is something that we should be actually talking about, to be quite honest with you, because it is getting a bit messy in the fandom. Nobody seem to do anything without someone having a problem with it. And I will just say to everybody is, just do your own stuff. You worry about your channel, worry about what you do, and let everybody else worry about their channel. It's as simple as that. I mean, even like, you know, trying to criticize me subs and say people left me channel. Listen, people leave channels and people come to channels. And I actually think I've done very well, actually, since last year. Last year, I had half of the subs that I have now. I have over 1,700. So I think I've done okay, to be quite honest with you. Again, though, it's not about who leaves or who goes. I don't care. If there's people out there that don't like listen to me, well, that's fair enough. You know, it's no big deal. People will like what I have to say, and there's people out there that don't like what I have to say, and then they'll unsub. You know? But then when you're trying to, you know, because you've been, you know, put in the corner, and then you start throwing out unfalse truths when you mentioned the Jodie Whittaker photographs. Now, everybody knows there was a little bit of fallout about that, but just to remind people, do you remember that leak that happened with all the celebrities' photographs, the nude photographs that were leaked? Well, I was presented those photographs and I censored them, right? They were censored though. But I did get criticised for putting them up. Now, I did after thinking and having a word with the wife, I decided to take down the video, right? I still believe I shouldn't have, and I still maintain that to that day. But some people weren't happy with that and decided to leave the channel and decided not to be part of this community. That's fine. That's fine. Right? Not everybody's going to agree, but I stand by what I done, because at the end of the day, it was news and it was being swept under the carpet. And as I said, and I'll say it again, they were censored photographs. So when you're actually you know, talking about me on Twitter, get your facts straight. Just get your facts straight. I don't mind if you're angry at me and you want to come at me. I don't know why, because you've been slating people for the past few weeks yourself. You know, when you get called up on it, you don't like it. I mean, you know, it's ridiculous. Just do your news. And let me do my news. And stop picking on other people because you don't agree with them. And I know there's two people in the fandom that you don't particularly like right now, but forget about it. You know, move on. Isn't that what you'd say? You know, it's not worth your time. Right. Let's see who's in the chat. I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat. This is going to be brilliant. We've got Gary. We've got Dan from the Spacebook. We've got even Emma here. Emma is a little bit nervous because Emma wants to come on tonight. As you know, Emma is a Jodie Whittaker fan, and I have agreed that she can come on. She's a little bit nervous, so if you want to all just give her a little bit of a pep talk in the chat, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry, I'll go easy on you. You could just talk about why you like Jodie Whittaker. if you want. For 10 minutes, everybody gets about 10 minutes. So if you want to come on and talk about Jodie Whittaker for 10 minutes, we'll all sit here and listen. That's what we're here for. So we got Problem Being as well. Problem Being, I sent you a message. Check it out. Disaster area. We got Daniel. We got Charlotte. We got Tardis. Hey, Charlotte. Unlucky. We were unlucky. We'll get them again, though. We'll see them again. If you haven't checked out the quiz on Rabbo, listen, we had so much fun on Rabbo's channel yesterday. If you haven't seen what happened yesterday, go and check out his videos. Absolutely, we had a blast. David and Dan was a host on the quiz that we had, and it was hilarious. Unknown 289 is here. We got Philip Archer as well. We got Tardis, Retro Dicky. We've got Maz1. I know who that is. Hello. Matt Jones, welcome. Fireworks. Sadako 24. This is the time of the fireworks now. It's okay. Just give us a second. It's the fireworks. It's bloody disgraceful, guys. It's okay, buddy. Come here. We've got. Come on. Go with mommy. Right, we've got the Nerdaholics. I'm sorry about that. Ted is having a really hard time right now, and they're illegal in this country. I don't know, and I wouldn't even mind. They did a big bust there apparently where they got loads, but it doesn't seem to be. So we got Sadako 24 as well here. Sorry about that. Kip Ellis. We got Carl. Welcome. Oh Jesus, that was loud. Can you hear that? Babe, I think that was in the car park. I think that was in the car park. We've got Mark here as well. Yeah, that's disgraceful.
It's not a car park.
I don't know. It's very bloody close.
It is. I put it in the bathroom.
Bad Wolf 66. He's not. I know. God love him. Yeah. No, it's grand. Do you want me to go into the bedroom and you can put the telly on in here and that might drown out the sound?
That would actually make it a lot easier.
Right, well, give me 5 minutes, right? Because I have to check me chicken and all that. So we've got the Fez Man 93. Welcome. Nice to see you in the chat. Hope you have a great weekend. We got Tracy Thomas as well in the chat. And yeah, they are really close. Right, so I'm going to put the link in the chat for you all to come on when Vader is here as well. And John Michael Fink is also here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the chat for you. If you all want to join in, you can. And we'll see how it goes. Remember, we go in order. So whoever the first guest is, and then the one after that, and then we go in order. So if you don't, you will be waiting. If you come in near the end of the, you know what I mean. If you're last on the list, it'll be a while before you come on. But what I'd say is, don't leave, because if you do leave, what happens is then the other person will get bumped up. Of course, if I see no connection, not connected, then I know that you have some internet issues. Then I'll put you back in the place where you were, because it's only fair. But if you leave, obviously, I have to be fair and bring on the people that have stayed. So there we go. No, what am I doing? Where did this even come from? What? Images? What? Sorry, guys. So, do you know what? YouTube, has anybody noticed everything seems to be getting very glitchy lately? Right, so I'm trying to put the... What? What is that? That's never happened before. Right, hold on. There's something not right here, guys. Is it? Right, I have to refresh. Give me a second. There's something. Everything's just gone all crazy here. I don't know what it is. Right, are we back? Right, we're back. Right, let's see if this works this time. Right, so it's that, and then it's you go there, and then you go that. Right, there you go. Right, and it's in the there we go. It's in the chat. And we've already got someone waiting already. So that's fantastic. You must be all on that. So we'll wait until it builds up a bit. So if you can all hang on for just 1 second until we build up a bit of a few more people. So the link is in the chat. So if you're coming on, remember StreamYard is what we use here on the chat. Yeah. Hold on now. I just need to make sure. We got Chris here as well. So there we go. We've got everybody coming in. So we've got 3 guests coming in. If anybody else is coming on, remember to come on. Lee, I'm just sending you a message there, mate. Just read it there because I need you to be on the ball. Yeah, I see you're texting me now. Right, there you go. I've sent you a quick message. Right, so we've got 3 people waiting. Daddy broke his camera. Yeah, my camera is good. Yeah, I know. Right, so we've got our guests waiting. As I said, we've got 3 waiting. So I think we'll start bringing them on now in a minute. We've got Teddy Terrier Tales as well in the chat. I will be swapping over to the bedroom now in a minute, folks. So you will have to bear with me. So what I'll do is I'll bring me first guest on, and we've also got Emma waiting in the background as well. So Emma, fair play. So you're 4th in line. So it's 10 minutes each person. So problem being, we'll get 10 minutes, and then the next person, then Scottish Stavros, and then yourself. So if anybody else wants to join, there's 4 people waiting now. As I said, I am going to bring on the first guest on the Tardis Zone Talks tonight, and it's Problem Being.
Greetings. Hello.
How are you? It's nice to have you on the Tardis Zone Talks. What would you like to talk about today, my friend?
Well, apart from the horrific attack of Rick Moranis in New York City.
I've just seen that, yes.
Yeah, which is just ridiculous. I mean, why would you do that to a man who's in his 70s now or something? Who's done so much for so many for so long, and who sacrificed his career for his children after his wife died of cancer, and then that happened to him just as he's beginning to come back as well. It's just why do people do? I mean, I've been sucker punched in the street before by a crazy, cracked out mental person who punched me in the face from the side, and then went on and punched a woman in the face, smack right in the middle of her face, like really hard, and just bobbed off, you know. And that was many years ago. But I mean, it's like, just what is going on with people to end up in that situation?
I just, you know what, I seen it and I was like, you know, could 2020 get any worse? I mean, this man, you're right, he literally gave up his whole career after his wife passed away and looked after those kids. And recently, you are right, he has been stirring a little bit, and it's gotten a lot of fans. It's gotten a lot of fans excited because I'm a huge fan of his. I mean, he's been in some of the best movies that I've seen growing up as a kid, and you know, he's absolutely brilliant in the Ghostbusters. So the fact that there was talk that he was going to be in this new one, everybody was like, yes, can't wait.
Absolutely.
This is his proper comeback. This is, if anything, let's be honest, of all the stars, we've already seen the others in the 2016 Abomination, but this is one character in Ghostbusters that I just wanted to see back, and himself, just the man on the camera, just to have him doing these things, and you know it's going to be funny. He hasn't lost it. It looks like he hasn't even lost it, which is, that is horrible.
He's a legend. He's a living legend.
World that we're living in.
And we hope he makes a speedy recovery, and that the world is thinking of him. And yeah, I mean, we just want him to get well, and we want that guy caught and brought to justice, because I think, you know, he's such a you know, what kind of, I mean, he's a tiny little guy, right?
I know.
he's getting on, and just to, you know, out of the blue, just assault the poor guy and knock him on his feet. I mean, why? Because
2020 is a year that nobody gives a crap. 2020 is a year, and we're at a part in society, and I said this weeks ago, well, months ago. Actually, we've been saying it on this channel for the last 2 years, actually. Society's gone backwards. Not all young people. And
New York was a lovely place. I mean, I lived there for
there's no respect anymore. Nobody respects anybody anymore.
Yeah, it just seems to be descending into a crazy jungle.
Yeah, it's sad, because I actually do. He did that ad recently with Ryan Reynolds, and that ad went viral. I mean, the fact that he's only in a couple of seconds and people were like, oh wow, he has to come back. And then you're right, this to happen.
Yeah, look, his confidence, you know.
Oh, for God. No,
really could. He could just decide, you know, he doesn't want to, you know, show his face anymore. That would be horrible. And you know, that guy would just take away so much from, you know, that one guy who assaulted him will take away so much. And I you know, I really hope that people do share that video of the attacker, the suspect, and to get it viral as much as possible. I don't know
if he is on social media, but if he is, I'd say to people, rally behind him.
Even if he isn't, just share that video of the attacker and
show him the love, because I'm telling you now, he is. Do you know what? I actually, when his wife died and he decided to make the decision that he made the right decision, in my opinion. Yeah. But down, I was gutted, because I knew I wouldn't see him in a movie again. And the fact that he is coming back for Afterlife, or it's rumored that he is, well, I heard it's locked in stone now. I can't wait. It's going to be, you know, his performance, you know, when he pops on, it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. It's going to be, he brings so much joy. I have to be honest. Him and Robin Williams, I love the two of them. We've only got one still with us, and that's himself. But he deserves a comeback. This is one.
Can you name me one bad Rick Moranis film?
I can't think of one.
I can't either.
I can't think of one, and I'm not messing. I'm trying to think of one, because even though Honey, I Blew Up the Kid was a good movie, even though, like, you know, it kind of got ridiculous, you know.
It's still good family entertainment.
But we're still very good family, innocent entertainment, and I don't think he has made a bad movie. But you know, there might be.
He's infinitely watchable. That's the thing, you know. So he brings so much joy, and it you know, to see someone like that just be assaulted recklessly, like completely for no reason, it just seems. I can't relate to that. You know, I can't understand it at all. It just blows my mind. Anyway, so that being said,
5-minute warning, Lee, just to let you know.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's half of that, and the other half, obviously, on this. Look, you know, I've commented on this person's video. Yeah, I know. And it really just seems to me that everyone just needs to take a deep breath and stand back a bit and just kind of analyze what they're doing, because it just seems ridiculous to me now. It is. Fandoms are made and built on people having discussions, even arguments. Yeah, that's fine. But to outright call people liars and then clearly come up with something that is profoundly untrue, because look, Cardiff is in the lockdown. There is no fucking chance in hell that they've started filming. No way. And if he got that from his source, then I'd seriously start questioning that source. Listen, I don't care if your source is right or wrong. That's not the point. The point is how you put your information out there and how you treat other people's information. Now, if other people's information doesn't marry with yours, that's also okay. That's fine. Yeah. It's not a problem. But you don't go around then accusing people of making stuff up when they're doing no more than what you're claiming to be doing. And listen, it's fine. We can all, you know, speculate on what we're told and what sources you may or may not have. Listen, you may be right 90% of the time. You may be right 80% of the time. Doesn't mean you're going to be right 100% of the time. We all know that. So that's why everyone who has any sense will say this is a rumor. Not you can take this to the bank. It's a done deal. That's it. You know, it's set in concrete. You know, I think you're painting yourself into a very tight corner. And, you know, I hope that you are right for your sake, you know, not for our sake, because it would be a disaster for us if it were true. But, you know, I don't think it's doing anyone any good, particularly if you're saying this is set in concrete. At least Noel and others who do make these rumors state clearly that this is a rumor, should be taken with a pinch of salt, and is not fact until it's confirmed by the BBC themselves. And I think that that's perfectly acceptable. It's perfectly fine. And if we all stuck to that as a rule, then that's it. You know, all good.
Everything would be fine. Exactly. I just look at the end of the day.
To call someone a liar like that is pretty slanderous. And you have to be careful how you say things like that.
Look, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not.
Look, I know. Look, we're still friends here. We're still friends here. We're still friends here.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way. It should be friendly. It should be open discussion, open debate. It's fine to argue. It's fine to josh with each other. It's fine to mock each other sometimes. But I draw the line at saying you are a liar. You know, the only way that you can say that is if it's patently untrue. Now, to say that someone is, to say that they're filming in Cardiff, if they are filming in Cardiff, that is, which I think is the claim. No, look, they're in lockdown in Cardiff. It simply cannot happen at the moment. I just think that, listen, I just think this should sort of stop. People take reflection on things that are going on at the moment, and maybe just take a small break from this particular subject for a while and then come back to it afresh, because I think that painting yourself into a corner is going to backfire somewhere along the line. Doesn't matter which side you're on. Listen, as long as you state clearly that this is rumor and should be treated as such, then fine. But don't go attacking other people for having their own sources who are saying something completely different. Listen, the BBC is not a monolith. It isn't. It's made up of separate parts. BBC Studio is not BBC Cardiff. So bear that in mind. And also bear in mind that Noel's source or sources have come true in the past as well. Okay, you may have had a few on the spot too. Noel has had that too. So who can say? Sometimes a source might be fed misinformation on purpose. The BBC can do that. They have been known to do that.
Yeah.
So we just have to accept that that's the way it is. It's very Game of Thrones. That's the way things are. And the BBC is going the same way as Game of Thrones as well. So anyway, so I'll just wrap it up by saying, everyone just take a chill pill, relax. It's not that serious a big deal.
Yeah.
We can all get through this.
Exactly.
And the fandom is built on gossip and rumor. It's fine.
Anyway. You know what I mean? People think I care whether she stays or goes at this stage. At this stage, I don't.
The show's dead anyway. If she stays, it just kills it and pisses on the plot.
All passion for the show.
If Chibnall stays, it doesn't make any difference if she goes.
Exactly. Doesn't matter. You know, Chibnall's the culprit here. But listen, you have run out of time, but I will give you the opportunity to and congratulations. I know I was calling you a loser all day yesterday, but I might as well congratulate you now that you're on the channel. Well done for winning the quiz by 1 point that I had, but like still, you did have a really a hard time with the picture ones.
We had the hardest questions as well. Like, you had the 50-50 options. We had like a multiple choice. You know?
I was just thinking, do you know if I had got the Back to the Future one right? Right, do you know when that one was put and you didn't get it right, and then he switched it over to me? If I actually had said Back to the Future, we would have won by 1 point ourselves. That's how close it was.
Right, it's just the way it is.
So it's brilliant. But what I'm talking about, I'm actually talking about Rabbi's channel. So I hosted on Rabbi's channel, did a comic book thing, and Dan from the Space Book hosted a quiz, and it was absolute the laugh we had.
Good fun, but we should all be ashamed of ourselves. We all lost there with our geekdom and nerd points.
We did get
so embarrassing.
Yeah, but that's what made it good, because
yeah. Come and laugh at us. It's good fun.
You actually took an early lead, and both of them were being cocky, as you do in the quiz, throwing a little bit of banter our way. Don't worry, we'll catch up.
You started it.
And we took the lead.
Noel started it by calling us all losers right at the start.
I have to be honest, I did. I texted that early that morning, saying he's ready to lose, losers.
And you're the one who said you believe in karma.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll get you next week. We'll get you
right. It's
week.
on.
Right, listen, Lee, do you want to shout out anybody? Do you want to shout out your own social media?
I'm still waiting on Twitter to pull a finger out of his arse. I'm on Parler, kinda. it's there. What else? You can find me on Noel's channel, as you know. Yeah. I'll be here tomorrow for the Tom Baker Planet of Evil.
Yeah, I'll throw that trailer up after this stream. Well, I'll get it up an hour after the stream, so I'll throw that trailer up. So don't forget to join us. We're back for Classic Who.
Brilliant. Yes, and I'll be in the chat as well. And also, as Noel said, we have Rabbi's channel where he's doing some interesting stuff. So there's the panel show. Go and check out his channel there. There's also a really good quiz that he's got going with some comic book artists and creators who are Indiegogo comic skaters who are given sort of off the cuff kind of situations, and they have to create a story to pitch to the audience, and you have to vote on who has the best pitch. It's really good fun. So go and check that out. There's also the video vault in which me, Noel, and Dan, and Ian, the Mega Geek, Rebecca Gold, as you know him in the chat, is also in there, and we were discussing some movies on there. What did we do last?
Oh, it was that we did the Bill Murray one.
The Life Aquatic.
Yeah.
So we did that one, and next week we're doing. Can't remember what we're doing next week.
What did we pick? Oh, the Italian Job.
Oh shit!
The Italian Job.
The Italian Job. Yeah, we'll be doing a retrospective on the Italian Job, the original and the best, clearly. So that will be fun. So that's something.
Yeah, it's the Italian Job. That's what.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, there you go. Thanks, Daniel. You're a legend. Good to see Clobbering Times there as well. Hello, my friend. And hopefully, me and Clobbering Times are discussing doing a Blake 7 watch along on his channel. So if you're interested in that, let us know in the chat.
Well, Lee wouldn't be Lee without mentioning blood.
Damn right.
So there you go. But listen, Lee, thanks for joining us. You're an absolute legend.
Thank you.
Thanks for being the first caller tonight. So I will talk to the weekend. We're going to have a good weekend anyway. So listen, have a good one. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe, pal.
Will do. You too. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye, Teddy and Cheryl.
Bye.
I know. Right, let's bring on our next guest. So we've got, so I'll call them out and tell you who's waiting in the background so you can all get excited. So you know in what order they're in. So we've got Charlotte coming on next, and then we have Charlotte, who's Daniel's producer, I think. So we've got Daniel then coming on after that. And then we've got Emma, who's going to be coming on. And she is a little bit nervous, and all I'll say to you is, Emma, everything will be fine. You can relax. Just talk about what you want to talk about, and we'll go from there. And we've also got Carl waiting also to come on as well. So just bear with me. I'm about to bring Charlotte on now, and then we start the countdown, and we'll see how Charlotte is getting on. So, next guest is Charlotte. Welcome. Oh, no. See, boomer time.
Hello?
Why isn't she coming on? Oh, there we go. I got her.
Am I a bit more clear?
You're clear. You're absolutely fantastic. I can hear you.
I've got new headphones. so I've got new headphones, so hopefully I won't.
No, they sound good. You're actually coming in quite clear there now, so we can actually hear you.
That's good.
By the way, thank you for being my quiz pal yesterday.
I don't know why I was absolutely terrible.
You weren't. You weren't. Look at some of the questions, even I think Dan will admit were doozies. We all got stuck on some, so but that's what we want. We want them hard. But listen, we know this is a weekly thing anyway. So just everybody, if you just wanted to, because Rabbi is going to be bringing on different people to do this quiz. So brush up on your general knowledge,
Yeah, really do. Dan's the hard.
Because Dan really does actually put a lot of time, and it was for the first quiz, absolutely fantastic, the stuff he came up with. And he came up with a few trick questions as well. He was a brilliant host, and we had such a laugh. So I just want to thank you for being my quiz pal. And if we do have another quiz, I think I don't know how Rabbi is doing it. I don't know if we're the team, because he said we were the team captain. So I don't know if we bring a new person on with us each week, or we have to ask a new person on each week. But if it's not, then I'll obviously be bringing you on, because you're yeah, because I'll have you on. No, listen, it was good. It was good fun. Right, Charlotte. Obviously, you've got 10 minutes. So is there anything in particular before I start the countdown you'd like to talk about first, and then we'll go from there? What is it you would like to bring up?
I'll just talk about my ideas to do with these rumours.
Right.
Scattershot.
No problem. Go ahead.
Right, so with the filming one, as you've pointed out, and I've kept an eye, because one of the few shows I actually like on BBC, Line of Duty, they were delayed filming. And as soon as they started up, the press office did an announcement, did a real big flashy Line of Duty started filming. I think early September they started, so they've been doing it for a couple of weeks now at least.
Right.
And you're telling me that something as high profile as Doctor Who, they're not going to announce on the press office when they start filming.
Exactly.
It's all the high profile stuff they've announced because it's so uncertain at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be an announcement for filming with Who. And also, I find it weird that they do filming a week before a Comic-Con appearance.
Yeah. Actually, unless the Comic-Con appearance, as some of us have speculated, and again, I would say speculation, is that it might be a pre-record. But again, that would seem strange, wouldn't it? They make this big deal about her being in New York Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She's filming somewhere in Cardiff. Listen, again, I'm not saying that the information is untrue, but what I would say is, and as you've pointed out, BBC press office, and I'd follow BBC press office. Any announcement made for any show coming back is announced on that. When they're filming and how long they're going to be filming for. Right? They've announced Doctors, as I said, Top Gear, Strictly Come Dancing, EastEnders was announced. They make a big deal out of it because
Line of Duty, like I mentioned, that's one of their big shows.
Yeah. So I mean, look. Again, I'm not sitting here and saying, but what I would say to everybody is that until BBC makes something official, that's when you'll know what's going on. Everything that everybody puts out, including myself, is rumour and speculation till either verified or denied by the BBC. It's as simple as that. I don't do this to upset fans. I'm not about that. I think my wife Charlotte has already explained to people that she thought I was doing that for 1 second. She'd come down hard on me like a ton of bricks, and
I'm sorry. Why would you get upset over a rumour? This is what I don't understand with the fandom right now. I understand that there's real big fans of the current run, and they're very emotional, and we all get emotional about the show. I mean, that's what I literally talked about a couple of weeks ago on here. So I understand the emotion. But I do not understand this. Oh, if you talk about rumours or if you've got sources, I just don't understand it, because at the end of the day, why can't we just all let each other be like do our own thing and just carry on with it? I just don't understand.
Yeah,
it isn't hurting anybody.
Exactly. There seems to be this thing now that you can't actually talk about rumor and speculation news now, and especially if it does in some way doesn't necessarily match up with someone else's information. That doesn't mean that when I put this stuff out that I'm saying that this person is lying. I'm just saying, look, at this is what we've been told. This is the rumor and speculation that we're getting, and they're saying that, well, listen, this mightn't necessarily be, the fact. This is what they've been told. So as I said, listen, again, someone made the point. It was Lee. There could be disinformation being put out there, and it could be from my sources as well. I'm not saying that my sources are spot on, right? Because I cannot say that. I cannot, that would be disingenuous. So
no, nobody can.
Yeah,
and I honestly think my gut is, and obviously I said I can only talk from my gut, is this special coming up. I think the BBC and the higher ups at the BBC are going to be looking very closely at that special, because it's a perfect testing ground for basically where the fandom is, because it's coming straight after the finale. So you will see the immediate, and when I mean immediate, I mean as in the first thing after that finale being shown. So you'll see if there's any drop off.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that I pointed out before about this current run with the viewing figures, and I think which should really be a scary thing, is we've technically not bottomed out yet. They've technically not hit a constant viewing figure. Every single episode has been down by so much.
Yeah.
So they've not even reached like their safe zone for viewing figures yet. There's still time and room for more losing of viewing figures.
No, I agree.
So they can't even be like safe in that yet. I think they're going to be looking at this special incredibly closely, seeing if there's a drop off, calculating how much of a drop off that is, and then I think they'll take that, and then they'll look at Series 13, and I think that could be a massive deciding factor on does Jodie go after Series 13? If there's a split, like a few of you and Eddie have talked about, and I think if they're struggling, a split could be a good way. If there's a split, maybe they'll look at the viewing figures at that point again and go, right, we need a regeneration and we've got a gap now. I think they're sort of, I wouldn't be surprised if basically they are almost scheduling in possible exit points for Jodie's Doctor right now.
Yeah. Look, the next couple of months, and I think the first, what date are we on now? We're on because the Comic-Con comes up soon. So we've got next week, the main panels is, what did I say? The 12th, I think, of October. I think it's the 12th.
I'll have to earlier than that.
But it's this month. It's not far away. So
and I was going to say, wasn't it next week? Or have I got the dates wrong? I thought it was next week.
I think it is next week. We're on the 2nd of October. I think. Does anybody know the exact date? Emma might know the exact date actually.
Emma probably will, to be fair.
To the panel. So when I bring her on, I'll ask, because it is October. I think it runs starts on Thursday, and then I think it doesn't go Friday. There's nothing Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, it starts Thursday, and then nothing on Friday, then Saturday and Sunday. Sunday is the game announcement. Saturday is the Time Lord Victorious, and Thursday is the main panel.
Yeah, but as we've all sort of pointed out, it is very interesting that it's a retrospective.
Yeah,
it's very interesting because, okay, surely then if maybe filming, if they get into a stage that they can film, wouldn't they have said in that panel like a bit of a preview for Series 13?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if she even talks about the special and how much she even talks about the special.
They're going to have to talk about it somehow.
Back to the trailer apparently is we've been told to watch because apparently it will feature something to do with the upcoming episode. So yeah, but another thing as well I want to actually throw out there as well is the fact that people are saying that we're saying that Jodie Whittaker is going to announce that she's leaving at the Comic-Con panel. Nobody has actually ever said that. What happened is we've all been speculating and putting the information together. The facts, the BBC trailer, BBC TV license trailer, not shown one of their big flagship shows in Doctor Who. Other stuff like Jodie Whittaker appeared on other shows and actually producing her own movies. So you put all this little bit of information together with the fact that there's no announcement and more lockdowns in Wales. Of course, fans are going to speculate. And as I said, and I think the reason why fans are speculating is because they've said this is a window of opportunity for BBC. If they did want to make a change, this is the time to do it. So, of course, there's going to be speculation on that. And, of course, I know there are people out there that are deliberately winding up some of the J-bots with some of the stuff.
Yeah, and that's no good. That just makes it worse for everybody else.
But to think that everybody is doing it when they put out news is disingenuous. And that's what I hate. Right? At the end of the day, if you have a problem with a person out there in the fandom, that's fine. Don't tar us all with the same brush at the end of the day, I think is what I'm trying to say. As I said, when BBC make that announcement, then we'll know. But yeah, do you know what? This is strange the way things are going. I'll give you another minute there, Charlotte, because I did actually talk there. But this situation is really strange. It'll be we'll see what happens. Comic-Con. Comic-Con's the first big thing anyway. Remember that, because it's the first time that we'll see Jodie Whittaker, Monique Gill, and Bradley Walsh together. Well, it won't be together actually, to be in their own homes, I suppose, but to be on a panel together. So it'll be interesting to hear how they speak and talk. And this is why we're doing the live stream and we're going to be watching it, because we're going to analyze what they say. Because, you've got to listen very carefully when people are speaking, because usually they do give you little hints and you kind of know where it's going. So that's why we're doing that stream. We're going to focus on that. We're going to talk about it, analyze it. We're going to watch it live, and it's going to be interesting. But Charlotte, I mean, as I said, we're only speculating that she could leave, right? Could make.
I honestly think it'll be a lot of fluff. It'd be a lot of, how much have you enjoyed the last two series? Like, how much does this mean being this role? Bradley will tell a few jokes and be charming. Manny will probably say about 2 words. It'll be a lot of fluff, and they'll probably have and then near the end they might go, "Oh, can you give us any teasers for the special?" I think it's going to be a lot of fluff, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. Again, interesting times ahead. It's either next Thursday or the Thursday after. So I will double check on that because we definitely are watching. And as I said, Charlotte, I think you've agreed to come on to do that if you're available. Obviously, it's perfect airtime when it's on. I think it's on between 8 and 9 p.m.
that'd be perfect for me. It shouldn't be too late then if it's those times.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, right, Charlie? Before we let you go, though, obviously we give everybody an opportunity to plug their channels and plug obviously where they're going to be appearing on their social medias and stuff. So go ahead there and let everybody know where they can find you and where you're going to be making an appearance and all of that. And she will be my sidekick for a quiz at some stage again. I don't know how Rabbi is doing it, but if I can bring the same person back on with me and Charlotte, we'll definitely beat Lee and Rabbi. We have to get our revenge. Right, go ahead there, Charlie. You go and do your announcements there, and then I'll bring on our next guest who's waiting in the wings.
Well, on Tuesday, me and a certain Scottish Davros and Dave Travels Through Time are going to be reviewing the Beware fan audio, the first episode, and then he's going to kill me. I should know this for the next stream, considering I'm now a producer. But then we've got the second episode, a stream pretty quick afterwards. So that would be me that I know of, basically, that you'll hear me. And obviously, tomorrow I'll be watching Planet of Evil with Noel and the crew.
Yeah, Planet of Evil tomorrow. So Charlotte is with us for the old classic streams. So and it's brilliant because some of the stories she's only seen for the first time, and it's brilliant to get that point of view. So, but listen, Charlie, you've been wonderful as usual, and again, I want to thank you for being my teammate yesterday. I really appreciate it. I know it was short notice, but thank you very much. And listen, thank you for all your thoughts and opinions, and I will see you tomorrow.
See everybody tomorrow.
Bye.
So you're kicking me, right?
Do you want me to kick you?
Oh God, this is awkward. I'll leave. Right, bye.
See you later. There she goes. We've got a £40 super chat from Andrew Jones, who says, I have blocked Not My Doctor on Twitter. Sorry for following her. I don't really care. I'll just block anybody that does, because I'm just not getting involved in any of that drama. I've got better things to be doing, to be quite honest with you, like stuff like this. But thank you for the £5 super chat. I'll stick that up on the screen like I do with every other one. There you go. Thank you, Andrew. Right, let's bring him on because he's been waiting a while. He's come all the way from Scarrow, as I said. He's set up his roots in Scotland. I'd like to introduce Scottish Davros.
Hello, how are you tonight?
I am absolutely fantastic, my friend. And how are you?
I'm not too bad. Listen, I'm going to talk about something positive for a change, because
No problem. Go for it. You've got 10 minutes to look yourself out.
because there was a couple of the calls and all of it, there was a couple of calls and asked them for asked them for ideas that really made me realize theism and theism on as community is around, then that's good enough for me. Basically, because it was your channel that's giving everybody an avenue to actually come here and express their opinion and have a laugh and enjoy themselves. And if it wasn't for your channel, I'd just would have just gave up if the Fandom out either. So like I would like to say thank you for the 2.5 and for the 2.5 years that you've spent doing and use sharing memes and stuff. So yes, thank you very much for that, because I've made because I've made because I've made so many friends in the way I chat and everybody gets on with each other, and the ons keep getting stronger. So for everybody in the chat so on behalf of everybody in the chat as well, thanks very much for everything that you do for this and that you do for this
Listen, Daniel, I really appreciate it, mate. I know you're one of my passionate supporters, and I know that you'll come out and defend me when something like this happens. But you know, at the end of the day, the thing that I am most proud of is obviously the community that we've built. And you are right, there's a lot of friendships being made, a lot of and it is one of the, look at the chat, like we're called toxic. Look at how well that chat has gone tonight. Not one person is toxic in the chat, but yet we're all tarred with the same brush. I'm proud of this community. I'm proud of every single person like yourself that has had the courage to go out there, do a video, you know, set up a channel and do stuff. So listen, I'm just grateful that I have so many people still support me after all of this time. But listen, we've done this together, right? I don't take single credit for this channel's growth or the way the channel has evolved. That's all down to you guys as well. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So I want to thank you all, because again, without your support, this channel wouldn't go anywhere. I'd still be doing what I'm doing even if I didn't get that support, because you know me, I like chatting. But thank you. We really appreciate every single bit of support that I've had over the 2.5 years since we start doing this. And I'm going to shut up now and let you continue to talk. Is there anything else? Are you finished with that subject, or do you want to talk about something else, or do you still want to go on about that?
Well, I'm kind of finished with that as well, but like I think it's I really think that I really think that it's great that we're all starting to like spur and shout and do different stuff as well, because this stuff is not and because if you keep harping on about this era, it's going to drive you nuts. So, like, I'm happy to see everybody's starting to spur and shout a bit as well, and say, and then second as well, I just want to highlight how much I enjoyed the Tom Baker and David and crossover, and although it was a short story, you have to kind of say that it was a character piece as well for both and for both us, and like there was a really nice tribute to Elizabeth, and so even right at the end of the audio, I can't imagine she'd be too impressed with the way this fandom has and the way this fandom is on doubt, to be honest with you. I think she'd be turning and Eve how the discussion in this fandom has so I think it's important that we do highlight some of the positives as well, like the out of time crossover with Tom Baker and David Tennant, because it actually gave me a wee bit of joy and excitement as well. So we should focus on the excitement and the positive aspects as well, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm glad the Big Finish audio turned out to be okay, because I know there has been a few problems with Big Finish lately. So
yeah,
I'm glad they didn't do what they've been doing lately and actually gave you a story that she's enjoyed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daniel does talk about Big Finish on his channel. We're about to run out of time, so what I'll do is I'll let you do your shout outs. But I just want to say Daniel does do Big Finish reviews on his channel. So if you are a Big Finish fan, you know, go and check out his channel. And please do subscribe to Daniel's channel because, as I said, not only is he one of my biggest supporters, but the content that he puts out, I believe, does deserve more views. To be quite honest, people always criticize our side, so-called our side. There's no sides, but they like to say sides, put us all in categories. But they say we're always negative and stuff. Well, check out channels like Daniel's. And by the way, we have a Star Wars marathon coming up this month. As you all know, we're in October now, so Star Wars Mania will be officially starting soon. So we're going to be doing lots of exciting stuff on this channel. Daniel's going to be doing lots of exciting stuff. Blue Bonnet is out there doing her stuff. If I'm right, Mr. Hyde Podcast is doing script readings. You've got Eddie Ascaro doing his forums. You've got Dan the Spacebook, Rabbi doing their stuff. You've got Gary from Gary from Neurotics. You've got the Nerdaholics as well in the chat there. If you haven't subscribed to their channel, check them out. There's so many different wonderful people out there, and they're doing some exciting and fun content. So go and check them out. So go ahead, Daniel. I'll let you do your shout outs and let us know what you have up and coming on your channel. Shout out your social medias and all of that.
Okay, well, here for one thing. Well, on Tuesday, brother, hanging on my channel, producer, on to the channel, and also David Apples better images out there, and we're going to be discussing and we're going to be discussing the new and we're going to be discussing the new fan audio and the new fan audio episode and the very first episode, and then the Tuesday after we're back on the channel, and we'll be discussing the second episode also as well on the 2nd of November. And I'm bringing back on Bill on Hooving to review Octa who in the Pirates with I think Owen Baker Bill leave that's on Spotify for free if you want to listen to that audio before you tune into that stream on the 2nd of November. But you can also join my Facebook, get up to the Daniels and YouTube hub if you have a channel, and just to promote yourself, so promote your content, or if you simply you just want to keep keep track of what everybody's up to on our channels, and you can join the Facebook group as well, and you can also follow me at Celtic and 22 on Twitter as well, and also as well I have some big and for some for some guests coming up next year too, but I'll kind of keep that to myself just now. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for having me on again. Oh, I know. You only get on the next them let them scream.
No problem. Listen, Daniel, absolutely fantastic. And listen, check out all of that stuff that is up and coming on Daniel's channel. I always give Daniel an extra few minutes because I know he likes to give everybody a bit of credit as he does because he's such a nice guy. And he likes to make sure that he gets his friends in there as well as himself. And that's absolutely fantastic. Listen, Daniel, I will see you the weekend anyway for our new.
Yeah,
we're looking forward to season 3, Doctor Who. I will make that. Obviously, I'll talk a little bit about that before we finish up tonight. But we have an exciting weekend ahead. But listen, you enjoy our weekend, pal, and I will talk to you different. I'll talk to you different. I'll talk to you later. I don't know where that word came in.
Yeah, but Sunday.
I'll see you later, pal. Go on. See you. Right, and that was Daniel. Right, we're going to move straight on because she has been waiting a while. So we're going to have Emma on next. Emma is a fan of Jodie Whittaker, so it'll be nice to see what she wants to talk about. If she wants to talk about the rumours, of course, she could talk about the rumours. Emma, if you want to talk about something completely different, you're more than welcome. Right, so we might as well get her on. She's a little bit nervous, but she'll be okay. Hey, Emma.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Hi, I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you fine. So, is there anything in particular you want to talk about?
Just wanted to thank you for letting me come on.
Oh, no problem. Listen, I've no problem. Listen, as I said, look, there's a lot of stuff said out there about me, and people say a lot of stuff. So if you're worried about any of the stuff that you said, don't worry about it. It doesn't bother me. So you can relax. Would you like to tell us? Would you like to talk about the rumors, or do you want to talk a little bit about Jodie Whittaker and why you like Jodie Whittaker?
There was something that was around this morning, this evening.
Yeah.
About the photos.
Right.
But I've looked at, and you told somebody off for leaking them on Twitter.
No, what happened was this person accused me of putting up nude photographs of Jodie Whittaker on a video last year. Do you remember the leaked photographs?
Yes, but then recently somebody else
put
them on Twitter.
But what happened was I did put those photographs up on my YouTube channel, but they were censored. They were covered up. You couldn't see anything. So, they were censored. But the thing about it is that person then decided to come out and say, no, I put up nude photographs. No, I never put up nude photographs. They were censored. And people in the chat that have been following me, do you think they'd be following me if I did something like that? I put up censored ones, but I'm not going to lie, some people didn't like them and they left the channel. That's fine, fair enough. But I did take down the video because it was causing problems. So I took down the video. But as I said, I didn't put up any nude photographs. So they were already censored. I censored the photographs because I wouldn't do that. Anybody that knows me, listen, I don't hate Jodie Whittaker. I actually don't. I just don't think she's a good doctor. But I wanted to ask you about that. Are you a fan of our doctor? Do you like our doctor?
Yeah, she made it different.
Right. And what can I ask? Because, see, this is the thing, right? So I don't think she's a good actress. Can you tell me why you think she's good enough for this role, if you don't mind me asking? Because we never get anybody that's a Whittaker fan on to explain to us,
It might be biased because we're from West Yorkshire.
All right, so there's a bit of loyalty there. So she's from the same place that you are, so you all get behind her. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Do you want to talk a little bit about the rumors that are going around? What's your opinion? When do you think Jodie Whittaker will leave?
It's depend on all this COVID-19 because I think she might quit because of COVID.
If there's more of a delay?
Yeah, because she got a family, I'd say.
Yeah, Emma did actually make a great point on Twitter, folks. She actually did say, like, if there was any further delay, Whittaker then would start thinking about our family, you know, because you're going to be in Cardiff for a certain amount of time. Now we know she does have a place in Cardiff, but the thing about it is, if Series 14 isn't filming yet, right, and there is a further delay, Whittaker has to think of herself and our family. And remember, she has some young kids as well, if I'm correct in saying. So that'd have to be very difficult for her. But yeah, I don't know. What are you expecting? I wanted to ask, what are you expecting from the Comic Con appearance? What do you want to hear from Jodie Whittaker?
She's answering questions apparently.
Right. So, do you want her? Would you prefer if Jodie Whittaker was to come out and say whether she's to confirm whether she's staying or going? Would
Yeah,
you?
because because he did say it, but that was months ago because COVID hit, and we heard nothing of it since.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. Listen, this is what I've been trying to say to we'll call them J-bots, Emma, because you know you're a Jodie Whittaker fan. They're J-bots. I don't think they get where we're coming from. Yes, she did announce. Yeah, nobody denies that. She did actually come out and say that she was staying. But this was all before, as you said, this situation that we were in now happened. And remember, the government in Wales, Scotland, England have already announced further.
That way I don't believe Pumin has acid.
Yeah, I just don't know how it needs to happen soon, though. Some announcement needs to happen because the longer this goes on, Emma, the more speculation there is going to be around her. And I don't think it helps the fandom, to be quite honest with you, because you've seen it. There's a lot of fighting going on because, you know, there's people saying she's leaving, there's people saying she's staying, and then there's people saying, you know, like me, what I've always said, even though I'm putting the news out there, listen, until BBC say something, everything is rumor and speculation. On Jodie Whittaker, I wanted to ask you the writing, right? So the writing has been a big problem for us fans. As a Jodie Whittaker fan, how do you feel about Chris Chibnall and the way he's handled Jodie Whittaker's Doctor?
Wubbit.
Yeah. His writing is not great, is it, Emma?
No, because there's a be him that will wreck Doctor Who, I think, because he's writing it.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't seem to know what he's doing with this timeless children nonsense. I actually want to ask you about that. How do you feel about the timeless children story arc and the fact that now that the Doctor isn't from Gallifrey? Does that bother you? Are you okay with that development?
I'm upset with the fans who've been fans for years.
Right.
Like, I've not been that long of a fan.
I know. You see, do you know, I'm glad I brought you on because that's a good point. I think a lot of the other side tend to forget. There is a lot of long-term fans that have seen this and they are upset. And it is genuine upset. People just look at, I know it's hard for you as a Jodie Whittaker fan. You probably don't understand all the hate, but it's not really all directed at her. She has come out and said a few things that are silly, but other than that, you know, we all do believe that it's Chris Chibnall that has destroyed her Doctor. I mean, he doesn't write her very well, in my opinion. And, you know, I think he's let her down. I think he has let her down. And it's sad to see because I don't know about you being a woman and all, but, you know, bringing the first female Doctor in, I feel like we've been cheated because the writing hasn't been up to standards. So if they were to do this again and bring in another female Doctor, if Chris Chibnall is there, you can forget about it because it's not going to improve.
He's always been the problem, I think. He wasn't the right person.
Yeah, I agree with you. What would you like to see happen for who would you like to see? Actually, I'll ask you this because it's coming up soon. The festive special. what would you like to see in the festive special? We know the Daleks are coming back. Would you like to see Captain Jack return? Or do you think, and I wanted to ask you this question as well, do you think that Chris Chibnall is bringing back Captain Jack because he knows he's a fan favourite, so they're trying to pull people in and
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they need the ratings, do they?
Yeah,
Because they're done downhill, have they?
yeah. Unfortunately, they have, but the other side just don't want to acknowledge it. And it's not, listen, people say, oh, we're loving the fact that the ratings are down that low. Well, no. We love Doctor Who. We want Doctor Who to be the best show that it can be. And right now, it's not. And it's because there's so many. I just don't know what to say anymore. And I just want the show to be back to the way it was. And it can appeal to everybody. Because right now, I feel, I don't know how you feel about it, but they say that this show appeals to everybody. But I'd have to disagree with that. I'd actually have to say that it doesn't appeal to everybody because if you look at the way the fandom is carrying on, if you look at how many people have stopped watching, how can you say that a show is bringing people together when everybody is tuning out?
It's becoming a toxic folk fan, but I think it's totally with that fans are doing worse now.
Yeah, I think the only reason why that is, though, and I'll be fair to them, is because they probably, even though they'll come out and say they don't believe the rumors and stuff, a lot of them are thinking now, because, we've made the point on this channel and on Twitter. I mean, where is the promotion for the Christmas special or the festive special? I mean, we're only a couple of months away. Where's the promotion? Comic-Con is too late. You know what I mean? It's like it's 2 months too late. Comic-Con is too late. You drop a trailer then. What, you think because you dropped it so close that people will get excited? No, you should have dropped at least 2 or 3 trailers by now and build up the excitement. But they haven't done that. Emma, I'll give you one final word. I want to ask you, do you think, I just wanted what your opinion is. Do you think Jodie Whittaker is going to stay after the festive special? And if she does stay and she's in Series 13, do you think she'll stay on for another season or do you think she's going to go?
It depends because Chris did want to make it a longer serving one, didn't he? At one point.
He did. He actually did say that. You're right, and it's spot on. I'm glad you brought that up actually, because Chris Chibnall did actually say that he wanted to make her the longest serving Doctor during Series 11 when he was doing all that press. During Series 11 and when Jodie Whittaker was announced, we got everything right. She was everywhere. He was everywhere. She was everywhere. And then as soon as Series 12 came, or Series 12, before even filming, there was no proper promotion. So something's gone seriously wrong. And I think the main culprit is Chris Chibnall. But listen, Emma, I know you are very nervous, but you've done absolutely fantastic. But I'll give you the opportunity. Is there any YouTube channels that you would like to give a special mention to? Any other channels that you watch out there that you want to give a shout out to? And do you want to let people know where they can find you on social media? If you want to, you don't have to, of course. But
I don't have a YouTube channel, but I only just follow yours.
Okay. Thanks very much for that. I really appreciate it, and thank you for all the kind messages that you've left on me videos and you've left on Twitter. And you know what? It just goes to show, Emma, when someone doesn't listen to the bull and actually comes on and listen to me on my channel, which you've done, and you've changed your opinion about me. I really appreciate that because there is a false narrative out there. And it's not fair because, look, I do have complaints. I do moan. And I know it upsets some people. But at the end of the day, folks, you can ignore me. You can block me. You can, not talk about me. See, I don't think these people realize when you talk about me, you get me more attention. And then more people come onto my channel. Like Emma. Emma decided that she was going to go and check out my videos for herself. And then she made her mind up. So I want to say thank you for that because I do really appreciate that because that meant a lot. Because I know me and you have had a bit of back and forward on Twitter, And I don't want that. I'm done. That's why I blocked that account. I don't want any more nonsense, to be honest. But listen, problem being is at the saying it there. He says, Emma, he says, you are a great example of how this fandom is when we have empathy and due care. And I agree with that. So listen, so thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. And you're more than welcome to come on next Friday as well, Emma, if you want to. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. See you. You enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
See you. And that was Emma, everybody. That was absolutely fantastic. Well done, Emma. First time and a first time on the channel as well. Talking to everybody. So I know what that's like. The first time I obviously streamed, I was quite nervous. But fair play to her. Right, he's been waiting a long time. And fair play to him. So I'm gonna bring him on. I'm not gonna rant away here. I'll just bring him on. It's Carl.
Evening, Noel.
How are you, pal? Listen, thanks for waiting.
Yes, no problem.
No problem. Right, pal, what would you, is there anything in particular you'd like to talk about, or would you like to address some of the stuff that we were talking about on the channel tonight?
Well, basically, it's just everything that you were saying before about the platform's big enough for everybody to have a say and everybody to have an opinion. It's not just for one person. So if you have rumours, yeah, fine, listen to the rumours, but you should make your own opinion up as to what the rumours are. You know, choose which rumours are the best that you think are right and stick with that.
Exactly. I mean, look, at the end of the day, as I said, everybody that's putting the rumours out, including myself, we don't know what we're being handed. We don't know whether it's true, false, whether it's 20% accurate, 80% accurate. You know what I mean? Nobody knows. And I think that's what I've been just trying to say to everybody. And everybody does. But again, Lee made the perfect point. I think everybody needs to take a step back here. And you are right, Carl. This platform is huge. There's plenty of room for us all. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you don't necessarily have to agree with what I put out there. But when, as Lee says, you're constantly taking swipes and then you're basically saying to people, well, their information's not true. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. I mean, last year I got emotional. I got too involved, and that's what I was doing. And that very same person came to me and said, relax. You know what I mean? This is how you do it. You're getting too emotional. But now it seems like they're doing exactly the same as what I done last year. So just relax.
I think the other thing, careful. Well, I'm going to try and careful not to tar everybody with the same brush. But I reckon if you broke the statistics down as to the complaint, all the Jody bots and all that lot, I reckon a lot of them are youngsters, for starters, that are causing all this trouble. And secondly, because of this lockdown, it's made things doubly worse. So you've got a lot of people online that think they're keyboard warriors are now going to start causing even more trouble than before,
Yeah, I even said I think it's a bit of cabin fever with everybody because everybody just seems to be getting offended by everything now. And I mean, it wasn't like that. Yeah, they get offended by this, that, and but it's everything now. You can't put out any rumor whatsoever. Only certain people can put out rumors, and they don't get any sort of grief. But as soon as other YouTubers do, they're getting all the grief. They're called liars. They're told that they're being untrue. They're putting out this just to upset fans. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Don't you find it's a lot of the youngsters doing it? Not the older generation. It's the youngsters. Like people of your my age, we're the ones that get it in the neck more than any of the others.
Yeah, I agree. It's. I don't know, man. This fandom is well done, Chris Chibnall. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, he's done a good job, hasn't he?
Yeah, if you wanted to divide a fandom, which I do truly believe is what you wanted to do, you've done a great job. I mean, look, he has. If you think about it, right, I hate to say this, but if you think about the more that we give out about Kurtzman and all of these other people that have destroyed franchises, remember, Chris Chibnall destroyed Doctor Who in a minute and a half scene.
Yeah.
Right, and destroyed a fandom at the same time. So
it's the same all over, isn't it? Kathleen Kennedy's destroyed Star Wars. Blimmin' Kurtzman's destroyed Star Trek. It's all over the place,
And where's it going to end? You know what I mean, Carl? I mean, what are we going to be left with? Because at the end of the day, I made this point. We watch TV as a bit of escapism.
We did.
But real life is, you know, can get you down. So we watch these things to put a smile on our face. But now when we watch them, we're being preached to even on those shows.
I can see it going and not coming back, mate. I can honestly see it coming.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's a sad thing to say, but I can see it coming from far off, you know.
Yeah.
He's destroyed it too much. I don't think there's any way he can pull this back now. And I don't know if you saw my comment earlier about Tim Davie. You cannot trust him. He's come directly from BBC Studios, and everybody thought, oh yeah, this bloke's going to sort BBC out. Nah, he's got left-wing opinions. So he's just as much as like the actors and everything else. He's going to be on their side. So I don't think I think it's just going to get even worse. I've already refused to watch the Christmas episode this year. I didn't even want to watch it really.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, Charlotte made the point though, Carl. I mean, nobody knows what the fallout is for Series 12 yet. And we'll only find out when the special comes up, because what normally happens is that, you know, after a season finale, if it's not great or it's been controversial, when the next episode drops, it normally takes a hit. So it'll be very interesting to see when they drop this special, because then that'll be the first indicator whether they're they're already in real trouble. But this will be the indicator that will make the other side cop on.
I bought season 11 on Steelbook. I went and bought season 11 Steelbook, and I watched it through once, and I wished I hadn't bought it now. It's made me feel like that, you know. And season 12 started off quite good.
Yeah,
it just went downhill. As soon as the first 2 episodes went, it started going downhill more and more and more. And in the end, I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I really can't. This is not.
I know. It's being honest, Carl. I can feel you, man. I understand where you're coming from. A lot of us, after even the Timeless Children, that was it. I mean, I even lost it. I couldn't
But
take.
There are positives at the end of this. I mean, I've still got all the classics on DVD. I've still got all the older books. I'll still go back and watch that. I've still attend Comic-Con, so I get, you know, I still see all the classic actors and that. So, you know.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, so you're like some people out there that believe that this show can't recover. I wanted to ask you, where do you think the damage was done? Do you think the damage was done with the Timeless Children story arc, or do you believe that the damage was already done in Series 11?
Series 11, straight away, Series 11. As soon as they started turning it political, and I mean, I know Doctor Who has had political stuff in it before, don't get me wrong, but it's been done subtly, and it's not been straight in your face. Whereas this 11 has been nothing but straight in your face political.
See, that's what I say, because I do, even though the Timeless Children is more controversial, and it is, but Series 11 is where it all started, guys, and that's where it was damaged. I mean, look, you can see it. Look at it again when it gets to Rose.
I agree with you. It's nothing to do with Jodie. It's all to do with the writing. It's everything to do with the writing. And if I was Chris Chibnall now, I would resign and just walk away from it, you know? He's obviously proven he can't do the job. So if it was me, I'd say, right, I've caught that up, big style. Best thing for me to do, just walk away.
Carl, how would you feel if I told you, because this is what's, we all know this, how do you feel if I told you that Chris Chibnall was actually offered this job after RTD, that he was the original choice, believe it or not Moffat, right? And he turned it down. So how does it make you feel thinking that a man like that turned it down when he had the opportunity to take it, and then all of a sudden decides then all these years later that now is the time? I wanted to ask, because nobody's ever brought this up, and it's just after popping into my head, and I think this is a very valid point. Do you think the reason why he turned it down all of those years ago after RTD stepped down, and the reason why he didn't take it was because the left weren't as powerful as they are now. We weren't getting all of this rhetoric, and then he could see that was happening, and that's why he decided to take it, because this be the opportunity for him to get his female doctor in, change the Doctor's origin story, and basically change how the Time Lords, the foundation of the Time Lords. Do you think he waited until there was such a time, as I said, like that the left, obviously we know the radical left, they have weird ideas and all of this other crap. Do you think he waited until the time was right? He bided his time?
No, I think he did. I think it was pretty obvious what he was going to do. You know, I think he wanted to wait his time out until the perfect moment and just rip it all apart and do it his way. And by doing that,
like, that's very vindictive, isn't it? I think he did wait. He waited until the moment was right, and he believed that the moment when he took the job, then that was the right time. And if you think about it, logically, he was correct. He was correct, because look what happened then. You know, 1 minute.
It went from one way and it went straight to the other.
Yeah.
You know? So it shifted. It started being subtle, and then all of a sudden, during Capaldi's era, right near the end, the orders came down from on high to Stephen Moffat to change it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I don't think Stephen had much choice. I think his hands were tied. I think they said, right, you better start right now, and then when you go, we're going to get somebody else in. But as for taking up the offer when you're drunk, I think that's a bit shameful, really. You know.
Yeah. Right, we've actually got there, Carl. But listen, before you do go, mate, I wanted to ask you if you want to plug anybody's channel, or have you got your own channel? Do you want to plug your social?
I haven't got my own channel, but I do you, and I follow Matrix 212 and all the others as well. Hill versus Babyface is a good one. So yeah. But thank you for having me on tonight.
No problem. Listen, we do this format every Friday, so if you want to come on again, you know what to do. I'll leave the link in the chat, and you can come on anytime. Yeah.
At least you know me now, and you know my views. So
that's it. And listen, as I said, I don't mind having as we had Emma on. I'm trying to encourage a more balanced views on this panel. So I'll say again, any Jodie Whittaker fans out there that want to talk Doctor Who,
it's
Jodie.
A pity that doesn't really want to come on, it's just such a shame.
Which is a shame. So you do want to come on, look at Emma. She's a Jodie Whittaker fan. You've seen how I spoke to Emma. I treat
she did very well.
Respect, and she did for a first time person. Carl, I think this is the first time you've been on as well, is it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so another first timer. So it's been a night of first timer. So thanks for coming on, Carl and Emma. You two guys were first timers. Really appreciate it. And as I said, Carl, you're more than welcome on here every Friday if you want to.
We'll see you again soon, no, I'm sure.
Not a bother. Listen, thanks, mate. You enjoy your weekend and stay safe, yeah?
You do the same. Take care.
See you. Take care. Bye-bye. Right. So that's it. We're nearly done. So this weekend, obviously, we have tomorrow. We have Classic Who. Don't forget, we're back now with the Classic Who watch-alongs. That's every Saturday. We start them at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Then Sunday night, we're on a new Who marathon. We've already done season 1 and 2. We're on David Tennant's series 3 now. His very first episode, Smith and Jones. So we're going to be watching that. And then we don't do Mondays anymore, by the way. I want to make a little announcement, because we don't do Mondays anymore, because I'm going to be hosting on Rabbi's channel Thursdays. He wants to make this a permanent thing that we've done. So if I'm correct in saying, I'm going to be on his channel every Thursday doing that. So we'll be back Wednesday on this channel, because I have to spend a bit of time, obviously, with the missus. So I'm taking Monday off now. So Monday and Tuesday, back Wednesday. But in between all of that, we will have then, hopefully I can get Cheryl to join, because she is a Star Wars fan. We will be doing the original trilogy, and we will be doing a look back at The Mandalorian season 1. We're just going to do an overall review, and then obviously then when I can get me hands on The Mandalorian season 2, we will review that as well. So we've got some absolutely fantastic things coming up on this channel. And also next month, I'm thinking of doing a Trekkie style month. So we're going to start doing the movies, as I said, as well. So we're branching into other things. We're going to be bringing lots of other guests on every Friday, as we do. We're going to have the panels the weekend doing showcasing classic and new Who. And in between all of that, then you will have videos of me whenever there's any rumor, speculation going out there. And if I spot Arton, of course, I will do me little videos, as I said. Actually, I've been criticized lately for using my phone when I was doing the Facebook showing you that it was taken over. Well, I don't have a video camera. I use my phone for that. I mean, if you're going to complain about the quality of the video, which I think is fine, I think it's just someone having a bit of a moan just for the sake of having a moan. But, like, get a life. I mean, get a life. If you don't want to watch the video, don't comment. Simple as that. Simple as that. By the way, the little theory video that I put out there, and it is only a theory video about Joe Martin being the next Doctor, over 1,000 views, 1,100 to be exact. So thank you very much, everybody that did watch that video. The latest rumors and debunking of some rumors is on a video on my YouTube channel, so check that out. And I will be on Rabbi's channel as well. As I said, myself and Lee, we do stuff with Rabbi, so have a look out for that. Rabbi will give you further details. And I think that's it. It's been a good one. You know, we've brought on the guests that are here, so that's what we'll do. Whenever I put the links up, I put them up a couple of times during the chat, and then what happens then is whoever comes on then is who we have on. So if you want to come on next week, remember, download StreamYard. It's free. There's no viruses. Some have suggested. We've got the basic package or the professional package, whatever it is. I pay for it, and it's absolutely fine. But you do get a free version, and that's what we were using on this channel actually before we were able to get the other package. So if you want to come on, download StreamYard. As I said, you can download it on it can be downloaded on multiple devices. Cell phone for Americans out there, or your mobile phone for us Europeans, your iPad, your tablets, and obviously your computers and stuff like that. So it can be put on multiple platforms. So yeah, check it out. It's great. It's great. Get it. The more the merrier. And you know, as I said, I want to try get on a few more fans of this era, because it would be interesting to hear what you guys have to say. We're told that we never give fans a platform like that. Well, I've openly said it for the past few months now. If Whittaker fans, if they behave themselves, and you know, you see what happens when people do behave themselves, they get treated with respect on this channel. I'm not this evil monster that everybody makes me out to be. If you treat me with respect, I will treat you with respect. It's as simple as that. I want to thank all my moderators. Don't forget to check out Friday Night Tights. Friday Night Tights. Gary is, I reckon he'll be on soon. So Friday Night Tights, check them out. Gary will be there with his panel as usual. And I've just seen that as voices blew out again. So I don't think he'll be on Friday Night Tights, which is such a shame. But get well soon, mate. And as I said, don't forget to check out Friday Night Tights. That's why we always go live a couple of hours beforehand to warm you up, and then send you on our merry way to go and see the King of Streamers with his gang, Friday Night Tights. So go for it and check it out. And I think that's it. Moderators, Chris, Problem Being, and all the other moderators, thank you. I actually think this is probably one of the best chats on YouTube, to be quite honest with you, because you don't really have to deal with much now lately, which is fantastic, because never from our side. So yeah, that's everything. So moderate super chats as well. Thank you everybody for the super chats. I really do appreciate it. And to Gary, to Carl, and to Emma for being first time guests on the panel. Thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate it. I know it can be a nerve-wracking experience, but you both did very well. Thank you, and you're more than welcome on. As I said, every Friday night we do the Tardis Zone talks. So, or on Doomcock's channel, I forgot about that as well. Yeah, Doomcock also goes live as well. Thank you for reminding me, Problem Big. And Clobbering Times, don't forget to check out their channel. He says, take care, Noel. Great stream. You too, buddy. Have a great weekend. Listen, all you have a great weekend. And stay safe. And remember, you know, it doesn't take much to be nice to someone. And, you know, there's no need for all the drama, to be quite honest. And I think it needs to stop. So, yeah. So let's leave it at that. So you see the Tardis Zone Talks trailer. So I'm going to play the 2 trailers that Lee has created, because I want to showcase his work as well. So we will start off with the normal trailer that you're used to, and then we'll end with the Tardis Zone Talks trailer. So that's everybody. I think that's everything now. I've said goodbye to everybody. Have a night that I need to say goodbye to. Thank you. Kindness does cost nothing, Tracy. You're absolutely spot on. Good night to you all. Take care. Stay safe. And I leave you with... Which one did I say I was playing first? This one.